Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm Lou and I hope you're all tickety-boo today. Today I'm going to show you some paints that I've got. So this is a set, this first one here is a set of 12 fabric paints and the next box is a set of 12 glass paints, and I'm going to try them out on a few swatches to see what they're like and see how they compare with each other. So this first one is 12 colours, are 12 millilitres, and so is the glass one as well. So they're both the same in size. This one was, I believe, £4.95. So this is UK pounds, £4.95. And this one was £6.11. So in this one, so this is a fabric. So you get, I have opened it and had a little look in there and I've done a little bit of swatching of the colours on, just onto a little, one of them little plastic sheet things. So in this one you get a set of 6 brushes, which is really, really good. You get a palette to put your paints in, and then you get your 12 acrylic paints. So you've got white, yellow, and like a mustardy colour, a couple of shades of red, sort of browny colours, greens, blue, purple and a black as well. So that's those, and I'll show you the colours in a moment. Just put them like that and move them over there. And then this one, not as nice a box really. These were a little bit more money. They look like the bigger tubes, but they're not, they're the same. So these ones are glass paints. So you get your little palette again, which is handy. You get 3 brushes, so that's not too bad. They're quite nice brushes. And then you get the same. So the only difference with these is instead of having a purple, you have another blue. Otherwise the colours are the same. But I'll show you what I've swatched so far of them and let you know a little bit about what I think so far. So these are very similar to each other. So the one on the left here is the glass, and the one on the right is the fabric. Now the first thing I noticed with them was that the fabric paint is a lot, well, I wouldn't say it was runny, but it's more liquidy. It's very thick is the glass paint. Now the colours, as you can see, they're almost exactly the same, aren't they? If you look across here with the colours that there are, they're very, very, very similar colours, except, like I say, the fabric one says it has a purple and it classes that one that very much looks just black there. Did when I got it out, and it also looks more, the colour that you can see in it does look blue really. So I don't know what it'd be like on fabric, but it does state that it is purple. And then obviously there's this one here that has the two shades of blue, and it does say that they are blues. So yeah, it's a lot thinner in consistency is the fabric paint than the acrylic paint. Now the glass paint. The glass paint, you do need to use acetone to clean your brushes. And obviously when you put it on, they're both self-drying. You don't use them in the lamp, they just dry themselves. That's the part that I don't know how long they're going to take, and we're going to suss out on this video. But yeah, you need acetone for that one, and the fabric paint is just water, which is quite good, I think. So yeah, I'm going to get a couple of the colours out, and I think I'm going to go with a light colour and a dark colour for each one, and see how they fare really on a swatch. See what I think about painting them on. So I think I'll go with let's go. We'll try the white. We'll try the white, and we'll go for the red. So we'll go with the red and the white. So I'm going to move them to each side. So that's the glass, and that's the fabric one. So I'm going to get the fabric. I'm not going to use the little pots on here. I'm going to just put it onto there. I don't want to start using them just yet. But I have got a brush that I did start to use. So I'll use that brush. And I'm going to go with the red. I want the darker red, so it's that one for the fabric, and the white. So that's that one for the fabric one. And then this glass one. I use that brush. Don't think I'm going to use the palette mine, but so that I want white and red. So it's that red, that one. Right. That's I'm not going to use them. Not going to use them, am I? So there we are. So they are 12mm in them both. They do look different, don't they? But then when I put them aside of each other, they're very, very similar anyway, aren't they? I do prefer the look of the fabric ones, and obviously, I don't know, just do. I think I prefer the thickness though, and I think they'll probably last a lot longer, all the glass ones. But let's have a little bit of a go. So I'm going to use a couple of these swatches, and I'll probably maybe do half and half on each nail, on each swatch. All I've done with these is just gently filed over them, really. Just for it to, I don't know, I've not used it before, so on a swatch. The only thing I've done with them is pop them on here. That's all I've done, really. So I've not tried them on a tip, effectively. So I just thought I'd give them a bit of a buff so that it'll help them stick, maybe. So yeah, so let's get cracking. Right, so do you know what? I'm going to use the palettes. I'm going to use the palettes, guys. Why not? So I'm going to put a little bit of white. I'll use these two end ones. So a little bit of white. Like I say, it's a lot thicker in consistency as this one. This glass one. I'm only going to use a right little bit, guys. It's only for the nail, so, and I don't want to go wasting it if I don't need to do. I probably need a bit more than that. It's a bit tight, isn't it? A little bit more. There we go. That's the white for that one. And the red. I don't know whether this will stay in this plastic. I don't know. We shall soon find out. There we go. The red. And then on here, the same. The white. It's a lot runnier, as this, you'll notice when it comes out. So just be careful squeezing this one. I should have left just a little diddy hole in the top, but for some reason I took the film stuff straight off of it. There we go. And the red. So there we are for them. So let's go with, I'm going to give my brush a little bit of a dab in the acetone first. And I will go in with the white first. And let's see. Got a little bit of hair on that brush. Alright, so it's attached, so I can't know about that, but like I said, I don't know how it's going to go on or anything. I need to get that bristle off that brush, but I'll just turn it to that side. So as you can see, it's quite thick. I don't want to get it on too thick because I don't know how long it's going to take to dry. Right, keen on this brush. So that's that. I might do the full nail. I'll do the full. Might make it just a bit easy. There's no point making it hard for myself, is there? I'll do the full nail, look. I'll get it brushed on better then as well, can't I? Just trim that hair. Look at that hair on there. It's really annoying. You see it there? Right, so that's the white for that one. I'll get that hair off. Some little scissors. Give that a clean. It's not cleaned very well, the brush, look. Let's just see a lot of, excuse the gloves. But I'll use the red now. How long have we been waiting now for that white? I've just marked it, look, with a... I don't know how long it's going to take to dry. Right, I'll go in with this red. See what we've got going on here. Needs a better brush, doesn't it? I'm not right keen on this brush. But I bet for nail art, I might try it with a nail art brush or a thinner brush and see what that'd be like as well. Yeah, move that to one side, leave that there. Look how vibrant it is, that red though. Right, that's that. And then I'm going to go in now with the fabric one and the water. I prefer this being the water. Oops, doors are slamming. So let's see what this is like. Now this is a lot thinner, but it still goes on very similar, to be fair. Again, the brush is not the best, is it? That's that one. Right, I'm going with the red. Don't like these brushes, but I thought I'd use them because they came with it, so. Very similar. They're going on very similar, so. Right, move that, pop that there to dry and see how long that takes to dry as well. Like I say, the colours are almost exactly the same. I think what I'll do, like I say, is I'll try it. I've got this one here. Try and do a couple of little lines with a thinner brush for each of them. I've got a little bit of the paint left. Look at the brushes that came with it. They're not very thin. So this is the thinnest brush for the glass paint. So I'm going to give that a go and see what that's like. Need the acetone. I might just give it a spray. I've got a little acetone bottle as well because it's got the red colour in it. I'm going to start with the white. So, right. So let's go in with this white and see if I can do a little line or something. Let's do a squiggle of some kind. Don't like these brushes at all. Just a little squiggle, that's all I want really. And then I'll use the smaller brush, one of the smaller brushes from the fabric. I've got little caps on these as well, which is good. So the water. Going with the white first, do the other side. And then the red. they'd be nice for nail art, actually. And I think, I'll see when it dries how different it dries, really. Because you would expect the glass one to have like a glass effect to it, wouldn't you? I don't know what it'd be like with a top coat on it, but that's the glass one. I'm going to give it another coat. I think it's almost dry. I can just see a little bit of it here that I'm not sure whether it has. That could have been the brush as well. Don't think the brush were brilliant, were it? That's the white one. That looks like it's dried, the white. So I might go over them and do another coat on them, I think. Much easier to do the fabric though with the water. So that's a big plus in my opinion. And even cleaning these, I think it'll be a little bit. Spray it with acetone. Oh, it's cleaned up all right, actually. Yeah, that's cleaned up quite nice, actually, with acetone. So I'm happy about that. It's just the brushes, really. Right, guys, I'm back. So they have dried. I knocked this one. This is a fabric one, and I knocked it. Well, I caught it on my top, to be honest. But I'm gonna roll with it, to be honest with you. You can see the rest of it. I think some of it's still drying a little bit on that fabric paint. But yeah, I think the coverage is lovely on that one. So this is the glass one. It's a lot streakier, but I suppose that's to be expected on the glass one, really, because you would expect it to be more like stained glass. And that's the white one, that's the glass. It's really streaky. I bet it'd be better with a much better brush. And that's the white one with the fabric. And that's 2 coats. So what I'm going to do, go over it with the top coat. So here's the fabric ones, the glass ones. I wouldn't say it was very much like a stained glass. It's a lovely red. I think with a better brush it'll go on a lot better. You can see how streaky that one is, can't you? Like I say, a better brush though. I think it would go on a lot better with a better brush. I ain't bothered top coating that. Those are just the squiggles that I did. So the left is the glass and the right is the fabric. And even though the glass paint is a lot thicker, it could be because of the brush actually. It were a thinner brush that I used on the fabric one. I think they'll be all right for a bit of nail art. A thinner brush, you know, getting thin lines. So, glass one. Fabric one. So like I say, I caught it a little bit there. Look, you can just see where I caught it. But so my verdict is that they are ever so slightly different shade, but that could be because this is the glass paint. It looks ever so slightly darker. I don't know whether you can see that. Ever so slightly the one on the left. I think the coverage, I think it's a lot better with the fabric paint. I think it's gone on a lot smoother and you don't see the lines. But not that much difference, but I'd still roll with the fabric rather than the glass, I think. And then again, definitely when it comes to lines, but like I say, it could be the brush that I used for the glass ones. You can see that's really quite streaky, isn't it? And it's a lot better on the fabric one, though it does look like it needs another coat. But again, that could be to do with the brushes. But I think overall, my verdict would be, if you're wanting to go, I would definitely use it. I'll definitely use the fabric paint. And I do think I'll use the glass, to be honest, depending on what projects I'm using it for. I much prefer the fabric paint because you can just use water for it. So it's easy to clean your brushes. I would use better brushes than you get in the pack. But definitely, without a doubt, I'm really, really pleased with that fabric one. And it was cheaper, not much, £4.95. And that were, the glass paint was £6.11. I do think I'll use it, like I say. But I'm a bit more smitten with the fabric than I am the glass. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know whether you've tried any of the fabric paints or the glass paints at all, or thinking about doing it. If you are, my personal preference would be the fabric. Let's say these, sorry, my lollipop has seen something outside. Yeah, my personal preference would be the fabric one. But like I say, use better brushes than you get in the pack. So yeah, please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video. I know I've not tried all the colours, but we'd have been here quite a while, and I think you get the gist of it, really. So yeah, please give me a thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and click that notification bell so you get notified of any future videos. I do like to do some different things, so the swatchings, comparisons, and I do PR, I do you know, fancy piercings and all sorts. So yeah, I do like to mix it up a little bit. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. Please take care, everybody, and like you always say, if you can't be good, be careful. Bye.